Hi, and thank you for taking a moment to review this video. Today I'm introducing a new benefit for the Commander Initiative Funeral Home Partner members through our affiliation with Marketing Tech AI. You've heard a lot lately about the all-in-one platform for businesses. What I'm about to show you is selling today in the market to funeral homes for up to $800 per month for this type of marketing and proficiency. For our members, and this is for a limited time, $29.95 per month gets you this entire suite of office solutions. If you take a closer look here, you'll see the various applications, and there are more apps being submitted and made on a daily basis. We have engineers that are working to tune the AI models directly to the funeral industry, and that matters significantly. One of the first things we're going to talk about today is an effective email aftercare program through the fast funnels. Uh, that type of a communication is significant for funeral homes, and it costs a lot of money. But this is where you got emails that are going out consistently to the families that you service, and it's aftercare. Consistent of so many various facets, but you enter the information of your deceased here, and then there's some dialogue boxes that you will complete. That gives the AI model the information that it needs to be able to formulate the campaign for your deceased loved one. So we're just putting the information in, and I have some of it populated here. But the information, address, phone number, things of that nature will be submitted into this document. One moment. And then you're listing holidays and the anniversary of the death date and things of that nature. And you'll be the individual responsible for finding out how many days away. And as simple as looking at a calendar. Where you see the 365, that's just so that it accounts for the holidays. So you generate the results. And this is what we see: a campaign being designed for your funeral home. This AI model is being designed, and it's going to continue to grow based on the information that you feed. But as it starts here, the first letter goes out, the email, and text messages will be associated with this shortly. 7 days, the first mail goes out. About 15 days, the next mail goes out. There you see where we have the holiday messages already crafted, the anniversary death date crafted, and the individual's birthday is already crafted. There will also be some pre-need information submitted in these emails. There will also be an opportunity for them to give you Google reviews. But crafting emails for your funeral home. AI now takes the information that you've been loading in and can craft emails for all scenarios. As we go forward, you will have QR codes in your location, and those QR codes will lead them to what we call a landing page. And when they answer your landing page, these emails will go out to them. So everybody who comes into the funeral may scan that on their phone, but these are the messages that are going to go out, and you have an opportunity to temper those messages, as you can see here. But then you click for emails, and now this is designing a program specifically for your funeral home. And this is in general. You'll have people who are contacting you by phone that maybe didn't complete arrangements. You'll have families that are coming to the funeral home and scan your app. Those messages will be directed toward them. They're easy to modify, but the base of the message is already substantiated. And here you can see the results that come up. So these emails are performed and designed through AI, and you have the opportunity to modify those emails. But as it stands, most of that language is great. And then there's a news broadcast email where you may want to send emails out to all of your families. When you craft that message, as you can see here, And it's very significant. You're crafting messages regarding the funeral industry, and a lot of people are concerned about the validity of information in this day and time. So you can't just write anything. But in these emails, the source is also located there. So when we talk about honoring the lives of cherished memories, it goes into an article that talks about how significant that is for our loved ones and all that's involved. And as you can see there, there's the document that this was centered around. So they'll have a place to go so that they can check the information. In this day and time with all the false information out there, everybody's a little leery. But as you can see the date there, where most AI models are trained up into 2023 and whatnot, our units are constantly being upgraded, and it's the most recent information that's available for those emails and resources. But let's look a little closer now at the emails that have been formed for your aftercare program. You'll start your edits because you're going to go in and change the name and the address at the bottom. You'll go into automations, and there's your campaign. Those emails are going to be sent for the remainder of the year, and they will be submitted into another email campaign once that year is up, where you stay in constant contact with the family. But the first email that goes out, we understand this week, has likely been one of the hardest in your life, coming from the funeral home. And as you can see, they get that message 7 days after the service. When we look further at the next message, that message deals with some of the grief that they're going through. There are many things that you may have given them, but these are online resources. The links will be clicked, and they'll have that information at their hands' touch. 30 days delay after the service, they'll get that information. So now we look just a tad down the road. The next email that comes out is about getting your affairs in order. Legal help for estate settlement, financial tips. They say a person shouldn't make any major decisions until a year, but that goes out 90 days after the service has been performed. And then there's a series of emails that continue through the course of the year. Remembering David 1 year later, remembering David on his birthday, planning ahead with pre-need insurance and things of that nature, and also getting feedback and getting those Google ratings up for you. Most families will gladly give you great ratings. But then we look now in our program, we have a community. This community is designed for you to get instant access to information and share some of the results that you're getting with our colleagues and the other community members. You will have a tutorial for the majority of the apps that are available. But if you have a glitch or if you get caught somewhere, go into the community and submit your question. Look at some of the other apps that are available. All of these are part of your platform. And it makes a significant difference when we know that the mass email campaign is actually costing $395 a month. That's almost $4,000 a year that funeral homes are paying for a Commander funeral home. $29.95 for this entire suite of office solutions. And I mean, it is vast. One of the things that matter for you all, however, is the fact that we were not set for profit. This was set to make an impact for independent funeral homes across the country. And we finally now have the tools to be able to make a significant impact to your bottom line. Take a look at the photo generator. Hyper realistic photos. So you put the parameters in, and then it comes up with the photo. Now here we say picture of a family at a funeral. Let's see what we get. Oh, there you go. There you have it. A family at a funeral. Now, you have these type of images, cartoon images, as you can see, you had an opportunity to determine which. But when we go to photorealism, then it gives us a real photo. And I will tell you, when we look for advertisement photos, sometimes they can be very costly. Sometimes there's litigation because we found a picture that belonged to someone else. That picture that you get as a part of your program, you have the rights to this picture once you develop it. And you can also sell that picture in the marketplace as well. So those are some of the options. Now, a family at a funeral, let's say the family is sad. Remember, we're training this module to your funeral home. So when we ask for a sad family at the funeral, look at what we got. Again, images that are generated that you don't have to worry about any copyrights on. As we look around our dashboard, we find quite a few. $29.95, and you can cancel whenever you want. If you don't find this beneficial, it wouldn't make sense to keep it. But for those who are paying the astronomical price and those who are trying to do a lot of this on their own, I'll just put something in there for a logo. And I'm creating a video. So you choose a voice. I chose Brian because I like Brian. You choose the music that's associated with it. Turn that down so it doesn't overplay the voice. There you have it. So now we're creating a video, and you can choose what dimension you would like, landscape or portrait. But you'll simply put your website in, and it will create a video based on your website. And you can also add additional information by text through a custom app.
Discover the Commander Initiative, a game changer for independent funeral homes aiming to thrive in today's market. Unleash the power of collective purchasing to slash costs and boost profitability like never before. Access exclusive group discounts on premium funeral products and services tailored just for you. Enhance your market presence through specialized training, marketing support, and invaluable collaboration opportunities. Join us now by committing to just 2 approved vendors, offering you flexibility with major benefits. Empower your independent funeral home to compete confidently with larger entities and secure your future in the industry.
Hello, and welcome to this tutorial for Motion Maker. You may not see Motion Maker on your home screen. If that's the case, then add it like you would any other app by pressing the plus sign on the right-hand side of the screen, then scrolling down or searching for Motion Maker. You can then press the Get option, which will add it to your home screen. Once there, you can reorganize it, add it to folders like you would do with any other app. Let's click into it. Motion Maker is a way for you to take images that you've created using Deal.ai or images that you have from other sources and some text content and add them together to create short animated videos that can be used for various purposes, including social media marketing. When you click into the app, you'll see a list of video templates. We'll be adding to these video templates over time, so you'll see more of them appear. If you mouse over any of these, you'll see them start to animate. And they're animated with sample images and sample text. But you can see the idea here is that this is a sort of rainy scene. And if I let it play to the end, it fades in and fades out at the end. They also come with sample music, which you're able to change. If you want to hear the sample music, you can just unmute the video. Just to show you a couple of others so you can see what they look like. What you'll be able to do once you go into the app is change any of the images, change any of the text blocks, and then add your own music to create your video using the template. This one, for example, has one text item and one image item and has a kind of neon sign effect. This one is more complicated, has logos, it has various images, has various text content that you'll be able to fill in. And some of them have themes. This is more of a kind of wintry theme that you might use later on in the year, or depending when you watch this video, it might be winter now, in which case it's the perfect time to use it. Others tend to be more generic and to be able to be used in more different circumstances. This one, for example, could be used all year round and has a slight smoke effect to it. We will give you some options to help you find templates. Once there's more templates, that will become more of a thing that you might need to use. But to give you an example, you can filter them by aspect ratio. So you can find all of the landscape style ones, all of the square ones, and all of the portrait ones. You can also filter by duration. At the moment, these templates range from 10 to 28 seconds. So you can filter ones that fit within your timescale that you're looking to animate. You can filter by the number of images that are in the templates, the number of texts that's in the template, and obviously you can combine these filters. So for example here, I've said I want 3 images and 1 text, and there aren't any templates that kind of meet that criteria, so it won't show them. You can filter by multiple different ways of doing things, so you can get quite complicated with it. And you can also filter by searching in here for keywords. So for example, smoke. We'll bring up this cinematic smoke template. Let's start with a simple one. So I'm going to click into neon. This is a square template and it has one single item of text. So I'm going to type in example. And you can see that this matches up by default with the color of the text that's in the template. So I can change that using this color selection tool here to whatever suits my branding or whatever needs I've got at the time. And obviously I can kind of manually change this. And also if you know the specific hex code or RGB code, you can type that in to match up with your branding. If you've got a color that you use on a regular basis, you can add it to your favorites by pressing here. It will then appear in this list here for you to be able to access easily. If you change your mind about a favorite and you want to remove it, just click the small X and the favorite will disappear. You can add as many colors to your palette as you think would be useful. So I'm going to pick quite a bright color, maybe go for a yellow. That kind of fits the neon theme. And then I want to add an image. So it says here, for best results, upload images that are 1-to-1 because that will match the template. I'm going to show you what happens if you upload an image that isn't 1-to-1, but for best results, add it in the correct ratio. So I've got some example images. I made these using the hyper-realistic image generation tool, but you can add them from any source. So this one is a square image that matches the template. I'm going to add that here. And the next thing to do is to choose the music. You have 2 ways of doing this. There's a very, very comprehensive music library. All of these tracks are exclusive to Deal.ai. You won't find them anywhere else. And as such, they're free from copyright. You can use them however you want to use these tracks with no limitations. So you can sort by genre, wide range there. You can sort by the speed, and you can kind of pick by the emotion that they evoke as well. So let's just listen to one of those. So if I want to pick that track, I press choose track, then just give it a moment to load. Once the tracks load, you'll see the waveform of the music. If I hit the play button here, I can drag this to the section of the music that I'm interested in. The width of this box will correspond to the width of the template, so the part of the track that's in this box will be the part that is then played during your video. So say I want this slightly quieter bit in the middle. I can obviously drag this around until I'm happy with the selection that I'm interested in, then go on to the next section. And then here I can confirm all of the details, the template that I've chosen, the text that I've put in, the image that I want to put in, and the music, which will start from the place that I chose. Once I'm done, I hit submit. And then once that's done, I'll get a notification that that is now in the queue and ready to be rendered. On the right hand side here, you'll see this box just above the support chat widget. This is your queue. If I press on this, this will show me my template. So right now I've got one job that's processing using the Neon template, which is 10 seconds long. Here's the music that I chose. And currently it's in processing, which means that the service is now actually creating that video for me as we speak. It can take some time, depending on the length and complexity of the template. It can take, say, 2 minutes to 5 minutes once it begins processing. And you can keep an eye on that status here. You can minimize that or keep it up if you want to see how your job progress is getting on. Once it's done, you'll get this notification, and you'll also be able to see in the queue indicator here that it's done. So I'm going to click through to my vault. I've already created one using the Neon template here. So my new one is called Neon 1. Obviously it would then say Neon 2, Neon 3, Neon 4, but the most recent one would by default be on the top. If I double click into that and press play.
So we've had time to look at just a few of the applications that are here. Obviously, we'll do training, and we're going to have community events, and we're going to do tutorials for everything that's here. And you will be updated whenever new apps will appear in your platform. Hoping that you like what you just witnessed, and I would like to have you join right away as a Commander member. Again, remember, these costs are not going to be stable. We will not be charging $29.95. But as a Commander member here during our early beta testing, as we roll this program out, your costs will be locked in. You'll never pay more than $29.95, and you will be introduced to every new app, every new application, and all new mindset and AIs that become associated with this platform. Thank you for taking the time. Reach out to me as soon as possible. Touch that link and get this dashboard, and then call me as we walk through. Or you can just take the tutorials and go step by step and get your location organized. Support is always available. Thank you, and bye.